one blue diamond table, 6 very tight pockets, and 9 colorful Belgium balls. Sounds simple, right? Well, maybe for these guys, because they're the world's greatest players competing in the biggest tournaments, and you can see it all on Billiard Club television. Plus, you get shot-by-shot analysis by the sport's premier commentators. Don't get hustled by the cheap imitation. Watch the best on BCTV. They come from many nations to Chesapeake, Virginia to compete for Professional Pool's most coveted title. They play 9-ball pool non-stop for 7 days in a double elimination tournament format where each match is a race to win 11 games. They play for the prize fund of $250,000. In the end, only one player will reign supreme. They are the world's greatest players, and this is the U.S. Open 9-Ball Championship. Presented by Chalk Off Pool Table Cleaner.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, welcome back to the 33rd Annual U.S. Open 9-Ball Championships. We're in the Chalk Off Arena for Billiard Club Network. And to bring you up to date, 238 of the world's greatest players began the tournament. We're down to the final 2. At this time, we'd like to introduce the 2 principals for our final matchup of this year's U.S. Open. Ladies and gentlemen, sponsored by Bugsy Promotion, former world 9-ball champion from the Republic of the Philippines. Please welcome back Mr. Ronnie Alcano. Thank you. And his opponent, sponsored on tour by Mez Q's and Cafe Puro, also a former WPA World 9-Ball champion known as the Iceman from Helsinki, Finland. Give it up for Mika Immonen. Thank you. Gentlemen, you may lag for the first break. Let's get it on.
Well, the lag to start the final of the 33rd U.S. Open 9-Ball Championships. Mika Immonen on the left, Ronnie Alcano on the right. The race to 13 for the crown.
Mr. Alcano wins the lag.
And it is Ronnie, 2006 WPA World 9-Ball Champion of the World, the runner-up here last year, loser to Shane Van Boning, and Rachel Abink, a Canadian girl, into the arena. She's our rack girl for the final, volunteering. And she's having a bit of fun out there. Great player, Rachel, by the way, Danny. The opening rack of a possible 25. Mika Immonen looking very intense. All nerves have to settle now. The final of the U.S. Open 9-Ball Championship.
Made a ball.
Yes, that cut break that has proved so successful here on this main match table. Now, Alcano has played Immonen. Just to take you back a few matches, they met in the winner's bracket final. Alcano was the one who sent Mika to the loser's bracket final, where he had to defeat Warren Kiamko to set up this rematch. 11-6 Alcano beat Mika Immonen in that A-side final. Well, he'd like to get out to an 11-6 lead in this. It's a race to 13, the final.
Is he going to try to go behind a 4?
Played some spectacular pool, though, didn't he, Danny,
great.
In the first
great.
match?
Absolutely great. Right now, he's hard as a rock if he can keep it, you know. Sometimes you work hard to get in the finals, and when you get there, you're so happy to be there, you get a little laxed. It doesn't come out. No good. That's no good.
Tried to get that cue ball behind the 3, and he's left Mika a chance at the 1.
And the 2 out in the open. Well, if he can make the 1 fall on the 2, I don't see any problems this game. Don't like to give it to him that easily, but these are the best in the world.
Was fixing up that Cafe Puro patch. That's one of Mika's sponsors. Making sure it's not rubbing on the cue. He goes through the same routine every time. He just from the top of his head and then down. And what a good opening shot that is.
Perfect.
Under duress. Now Mika lost the first rack when he played Alcano in the winner's bracket final, so a chance to change history right here.
Having trouble reaching this. He's twisting a bit. Got pretty good here.
Oh, he's real good, Danny. Knock this in. He's going to have a nice angle on that 4. And a packed house here at the Conference Center in Chesapeake, Virginia. And no empty seats to be found anywhere. And if there were monitors out in the foyer, I'd be willing to bet the people would be 4 or 5 rows deep in front of the monitors.
Good speed. Perfect angle.
I had plenty of time to practice on this table leading up to this match, so there won't be any problems adjusting to the speed. It's just settling the nerves.
Yeah, he's perfect here. Oh. Yep.
Dream start for Mika Immonen. He got a mistake from Alcano, and he's capitalizing. So not only does he knock the balls in, get loosened up, but a few negative seeds planted in the Alcano camp. And the 9 down. The former world champion, Mika Immonen, takes the first rack in the race to 13. And I think you're going to hear a lot of noise here, not just when Rachel walks around the arena, but with every rack. A very knowledgeable crowd in attendance here, as is the case every year for the U.S. Open. Quick check of the rack for Mika. And Scott Smith seems to have it right. Rack number 2. They call him the Iceman. 1-0 his lead. And the cut break, getting that 1 into the side. Ooh, keeps the cue ball on the table, but I don't think he can get through to the 2.
No, he has no shot at the 2. I mentioned it earlier. We had another Iceman, Larry Hubbard. I don't know if you. I think everybody heard of Larry
I've heard
Hubbard.
of him.
He schooled Mike Siegel. So they went on the road, and what do you think Larry Hubbard's nickname became?
Go ahead.
Mother Hubbard. Because he really had a babysit.
I knew I shouldn't have asked.
But it's true. I just like to bring up players who don't play anymore. He was a great player, Larry Hubbard.
Oh, I've definitely heard of him, Danny, for sure. But Mika's going to push out here. No value he feels in the kick. And he's going to leave.
Push out, Mr. Alcano has the option.
The 2
Oh,
out
go
in
ahead.
the open. Yeah.
Take it back.
Don't
right?
think Ronnie's going to be shooting here.
No, he's not going to take too long to decide either. What are you going to do? Bank the 2 and ride the 9?
Well,
you
know, something in his mind, he's wondering what Mika had, what Mika's plan was.
I'd let him. I have to find out what his plan is here.
Oh, it's a tough shot.
Yeah, he's going to try to cut it, I guess. He's giving it back.
Bit of poker, you think?
This is a poker, of course. He got down.
Just ruffled the chips.
He gave Mika
looked at his cards again.
You can't shoot this.
I mean, even to try and bank that 2 and put a little distance between the cue ball and the 2, he's got to get it between those colors. To me, his only chance is maybe a half ball hit on the 2 to try and get the 2 over to the right-hand cushion.
Yeah, a half ball hit, he might go right in the drink. This is tricky. He almost is better off jacking up and try to bank it between the balls. Because he might leave distance, and if he makes it, he's got a shot at the 3. That's what he tried.
Oh, the 9! What about that then? Look at Mika Immonen. How about that? 9 into the side pocket, 2-0 in the blink of an eye. Rack number 5, Rachel Abink. letting everybody here in attendance know.
She did a smile in the camera, too. 4-zip.
A beautiful start. As I said, a dream start for Mika Immonen.
Of course, the final here is a race to 13.
He's won the first 4 racks. And number 5, he's hoping will be at his mercy, too. 2 balls in. So far, everything is working for him, and he's got a shot at the 1. The 3's in the open. This is another gilt-edged opportunity for the Iceman. Man, oh man, how things have turned around.
Yeah.
He couldn't buy a ball off his break when he played Alcano in the A-side final.
Well, he's got to just bounce out between the 7 and 9, take the shot on the 4. That's all. Might be able to go forward 2 rails too. But that was the bounce out.
As great a player as that man is, if he doesn't get a chance at the table, what does it count for?
Can't win. You need chances to prove you're the best.
Purposely leaves the ideal angle, stays short. 6 on the left-hand cushion, the 7 in the middle of the table. What a statement Mika Immonen is making right now.
Yeah, got to draw back a little bit. Like to get straight in on that 7. He got straight in.
He looks like a man on a mission right now, Danny. He really does. Yeah. Even his eyes, they're not leaving that 4.5 by 9 foot surface.
What's Alcano thinking? Not again, not again, not again. Is that what he's thinking?
Nine again, the same storyline. Mika Immonen, this is your time. 5-0 over Ronnie Alcano.
Well, we know that Nick Varner is the only one who's ever won 2 U.S. Opens consecutively. Ron Alcano could be the only one run second, 2 in a row. Big deal, right?
Yeah, well, they remember you for all the wrong reasons, but still to get to the final, 2 consecutive years, a tremendous go.
Well,
just such a bitter pill to swallow. Mika to break, rack number 6.
Soft break. 3 balls didn't go by. One
and
went
Ronnie Alcano has not bothered the scorekeeper yet. Again, if you weren't tuning in earlier, Alcano beat Mika 11-6 in the winner's bracket final, and finally a miss for Mika Immonen. This is a race to 13, but Alcano gets out of his chair, even though he doesn't have a shot.
Well, he can hit the 1. Where do you go? I think he can bank the 1 rail and billiard the 6 1 rail with the cue ball, and the 9 should snooker him on the 1.
Scott Smith, our MC/referee for this main match. I think he's going to use that 6 too. I agree. Whether he's going to play the billiard or try and snuggle in behind it.
Well, bank the 1 towards the 8 and go at the 6. He did, but he did it a little harder than I would have done it, and he sold out therefore.
I think he went full-blooded. Do you think he might have gone for that bank? No way.
I don't think so.
If he was going to play the snooker, why wouldn't he have just laid the cue ball behind the 6?
I don't know, but, you know, he didn't shoot the 1 hard enough. But anyway, it's not a shot you go for and bet the game on when you're losing 5-0 already.
I think Ronnie Alcano right now is surrounded by confusion. I think the blitz that Mika Immonen has thrown his way has got him just a little betwixt and between.
Yep. Oh, what a stroke he laid down there. He got a little bit funny. I don't think he can roll it in the side and hold it for the 5 ball. And if he shoots it in the corner, I don't know if the 5 goes by the 9. He's got a soft draw and play the 5 in the side. That's what he's got to do. Oh, I guess it goes. I guess it goes. From here, it didn't look like it passed, does it?
Well, he's shaking his head. Maybe he's just dropped the wrong side on the 5.
He did.
Should be able to follow through here, though.
Well, he's got to catch that rail. He hit it good. It was straight in. It looked like it had the wrong angle, and it was straight in.
Well, Alcano laying his cue down again.
Yeah. After this rack, he's going to need a touchdown.
Actually, I'll tell you what, Ronnie has just took out a different cue out of his case.
Yeah. Yeah, the one he was holding wasn't any good. He wanted to hold another one.
Wasn't lucky enough.
He wanted to hold another one. Well, he's straight in, but I think he's got to be pretty long here. Oh, he had a rail to hit. Yeah, he knows the value of getting close.
And the way that he's hitting these, supremely confident. 6-0. Can you believe it? 6-0. Mika Immonen over Ronnie Alcano. He will break in rack number 7.
The game starts with a clean table. Get it clean with Chalk Off, the official pool table cleaner of the U.S. Open 9-Ball Championship. Just spray it on and wipe it off. That's all it takes. Clean your pool table in less than 60 seconds with Chalk Off and the new microfiber Brunge. It's a brush and a sponge all in one. For more information, call us toll free. Visit chalkoff.com or call your local retailer and ask for it by name. That's Chalk Off, the complete pool table cleaner.
Rack number 8. It's a 6-1 lead for Mika Immonen. Soft break.
Yeah.
And nothing.
He could be scolded for that, couldn't he?
Yeah, that was real soft. That might have been the softest break we've seen on this table.
It is.
Not easy to get from the 1 to the 2. Mika's got a shot at the 1. If he could hit there with the cue ball, that might take the white over to the right-hand side of the table and at least offer Mika a 2-7 combination.
Yeah, it's going to be awful tough to fall there. He's got to miss the 8. He's got to miss the 4. It's going to take great control. And he overcut the 1. And he's going to sell it out also. Well, Alcano's the one who's going to have the 2-7 combination.
Things starting to turn. A little behind the back, Ella Bustamante. The 2 may pass. As I said, it certainly offers a combination to the 7, which I believe that's exactly what he's playing.
Yeah, I don't think it passes. I think he's shooting the combine. Yeah, he did. Nicely. I don't know if he's going to reach this with bridges. Oh, how about if he's amphibious? The guy's amphibious. A little weak. No, he's okay. He's okay.
Thinner cut than he would have liked.
Well, he's going to try to cut this in and hold it for the 4 ball. I know he rather shoot and hit rails. He doesn't like to shoot soft. What are we going to do? We're going to stop perfect. That's what we're going to do. This is good. He left an angle. Had to leave an angle, and he did that. Just watch out for the corner pocket, and you got a good angle to get to the 6. Good hit. Good hit.
You know, all the time Mika was running those racks, I was just watching Ronnie and his body language in his chair. His facial expression never changed, not once.
No. Well, he's done this for a while now, and he knows what can happen. You can get behind. Just don't give up and play the balls when you get to the table.
But I think they've got a different philosophy in Asia, too. I think, you know, part of their makeup there and why they're so strong at 9-ball is they just don't let their emotions overcome them.
Yeah.
9 down. Alcano takes 2 in a row. Still a 6-2 advantage to Mika Immonen. But Alcano with the break in number 9.
Wins game number 8 after 8 games. The scores Mr. Immonen 6, Mr. Alcano 2.
Look at Rachel, but she's got to turn left. I thought she's going to run into Alcano.
Ronnie mounted Rachel Abink.
She was looking backward.
Stopped dead in its tracks. That dry break. And now Immonen, who's been breaking so well in this final. The race to 13. Mika Immonen 7-2 in front. Again, he'll be using that cut break.
And
wing ball down. He's not going to have anything easy on the 1.
No. He's got to figure out some kind of safe.
To me, the best breaks are where they've made that 1 into the side. When that 1 hasn't gone into the side and it's floated up table, seldom have they had a shot at it.
No, he has a safe, and he doesn't have a good one. I don't know where he should go. He can't. He could bank it like between the 7 and 9 and leave distance.
Put the cue ball behind the 4.
That's what he's doing. He banked it behind. Yep, perfect. He controlled the 1, banked it between the 7 and 9.
I'll tell you what, this is going to take some negotiating, this one.
Yeah. He can't even tie up balls, which I like to do when you got a tough bank or impossible bank. Tie up balls. It gives you a chance to get to the table again. I don't know how he's going to hit this one. Can he go long enough underneath the 4? You know, the high ball will make it go a little longer in case he can't. He's going 3 rails or 2 rails. He's going to have to draw the ball a little bit. No good. No good.
That would have been some kind of hit, that one.
Awful tough to hit.
Good shot from Mika Immonen, and he should get rewarded.
Well,
2, 3 passes the 7 to the bottom left corner. Everything's in the open here. Once again, this is the sort of spot that Immonen has owned in this final.
Ooh, he brushed the point, but it went anyway. Well, he's going to have to hit a rail here, I believe. He did. He got perfect. Absolutely perfect.
You know, he's at his best when he doesn't soft roll anything, when he's hitting everything. That confidence, and he allows that cue arm. His fundamentals are very sound.
Yeah, he's solid as a rock right now, Jim. It's going to take some beating, especially when you're 5 behind already and looking like you're going to go 6 behind.
And I said that Mika was really making a statement in this final, too. If he goes on and wins the U.S. Open, you really can't see the European team leaving him off their side in the upcoming Moscone Cup. How do you leave the U.S. Open champion off Team Europe?
He's automatic if he wins this tournament.
There's only 2 spots left.
And they always wait for the U.S. Open.
Always wait for the U.S. Open. And Immonen will once again establish that 6-rack advantage. An 80% win rate here. 8-2, the first 10 racks in the books at Chesapeake. Mika Immonen in the driver's seat.
10 games leads the match 8 games to 2.
Well, Danny, and just to let everybody know that
Okay.
Rachel Abink
Being
was
that
kind enough
yeah.
to substitute in as our rack girl, one that was originally scheduled to come down. I guess she couldn't make it, but thank you very much, Rachel.
See, I thought I should be the one to mention that, Jimmy, because we don't like each other, Rachel and I. So I thought I should be the one to do that. But you know what? She wiggles as good as Jennifer.
There's your pro rating, 933 to 833. Still a decided advantage. Mika Immonen over Alcano. Rack number 11. The Iceman with the break.
Oh, that was a too light break also.
And the only good news for Mika is there's a little cluster over on the right-hand side as we looked. The 3, the 5, the 8, the 6. Something might have to be developed for the clear path to the finish line in this rack.
Well, if he gets all the way down here for the 2, he can go into all of those balls and change all that. Oh, the point? Nope, nope, nope. He got the right angle. He can change this a little bit right now.
And Mika's looking. I think this is where you're going to be leaving it to chance a little bit, but Ronnie is weighing up where he wants to go into these colors. The 3 just above the 5. He's definitely got to develop something here.
I'll tell you what, I hit the 2 with speed and go into the 8 and hope hardly. Let's see. You don't like that shot?
That might be his only shot.
Yeah. He'll change things a little bit. Whack it. Well, he didn't whack it. He knocked the 3 out. But
Oh,
did he
is
get
that welded itself to the 4?
It welded itself. The old weld shot. He's looking. I don't know if he can get by there.
I don't think he can.
I don't either.
I mean, we've got a pretty good look. I think that cue ball is frozen to that 4, and he's going to have to kick off the side cushion.
Oh, no doubt about it. Look at that.
Yeah, that is the definition of ugly from that position.
Yeah. Oh, he almost kicked it in.
He tried to knock it in,
He played that.
and now he might be thankful that he didn't develop all those colors, because Immonen, that's his problem. And if there's an insurance policy for Alcano, it comes in the form of that 5, 8, and 6.
I think you could possibly, with good control, get around all these balls. They do go somewhere.
This is really the key shot, isn't it? If he drops nice onto the 4 with the right angle to get in there.
Yeah, he has a good chance to run these without having to hit any of them. Got good here, but what are you going to do now with the
5 ball? He's
5.
too straight on the 4.
Is he going to go and try to bank the ball cross side and fall on the rail? I don't know.
What
The
about
angle-
just trying to draw back and feather the 5 to the bottom cushion and lay the cue ball behind the 8?
Good idea. It's a good idea. You've played this game, Jim. You have all the dirty shots in your mind.
I was born that way.
Yeah. Okay, now that we got there, what are we going to do? Bank the ball?
Could probably
And
still
force
play the
forward?
same shot and follow through with a little right-hand spin if he can just miss the double kiss. This is, again, I'm not exactly sure what he was trying. Unless, was he trying to get the 5 in to make the 6?
I think he can go forward and get behind the 8 and bank the 5 out of the way.
Just
That's
feather
what
it?
I think. He did all right. He left an edge. I
Yeah.
think he left an edge.
I think he did too. I think if he was going to play safe, if he'd have drawn back, that safety would have been a lot more productive, dropping behind the 8, putting the 5 on the bottom cushion.
He could fan this because it won't have a pocket.
Well, now Mika, you've got the 4 cushion snooker safety. Danny, this is your shot.
Well, I like you to draw it out for us. But
Well, we'll draw it. Bank the 5 off the cushion here, 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 and down into this area.
well, he has that. The only problem is he's 7 foot away and he's on the rail. So he has to hit it absolutely straight and high on the cue ball, of course, to go to this end rail. How about banking the ball? Oh, that was an all shot.
That was all or nothing, and it's going to be nothing.
Yeah. It would have been nice to go.
Tell you what, he probably thought he had it, and that 5 did everything except drop into the pocket. I think Mika thought he had that when he hit it.
It's very deep. You can't be much deeper without falling. It looks like it's half over the lip there, which means bumping the table, it might fall.
Ronnie just wants to be careful. When a ball is so far into the jaws of a pocket, position just isn't a formality.
Well, when they're this close to each other, it's a little bit easier. He has to get an angle on the 6 to get to the 7. Probably go one rail between the 8 and 9. And that is like delicate.
Oh, he might have to bank this 6.
Oh,
There's no
where's he
mites.
going?
He's going to have to bank it.
Can he draw it past the 8 to get to the 7? I guess he could.
Same pocket. Same pocket that deserted Mika Immonen now comes to his aid.
Mika got up there fast as Jesse Owens.
Cool Papa Bell. You know what they said about him, Danny? He was so fast he could hit the light switch and be in bed before the lights went out.
That's pretty fast.
That's fairly fast. Good shot from Mika. Just wants to get a little further away so he's not hampered with that 9. And this is going to be 9-2 to the former world champion. They've both made 2 trips to the final here at the U.S. Open. Mika Immonen looking for his first title.
For Immonen wins game number 11. The 11 games scores Mr. Immonen 9, Mr. Alcano 2.
Are you looking for the ultimate one-stop shop for pool and billiard supplies? Then you need to visit billiardclub.net today for everything and anything you need for your home entertainment center. Log on today to billiardclub.net or call toll-free 866-774-8770. billiardclub.net.
Mika just wants Scott Smith to re-rack the balls. A 9-2 advantage. The race to 13 for Alcano to be successful now effectively. He's got to beat him 11-3 from this point. That's a sound drubbing.
Yeah. You'd have to almost faint for that to happen.
A 9-2 advantage. Mika Immonen with the break in rack number 12.
I don't think he's going to make
the
any.
cut break has deserted both of these players right now. Just isn't quite hitting it hard enough. Got nothing for Alcano as he comes to the table.
He's got a pretty good safe if you want to press the button for me. He wants to hit the rail right here, brush this side, and come all the way down here, maybe to here. That's the shot. You got a lot of balls to get him with. You like that shot, Jim?
Danny, you've got me convinced on not pushing.
Yeah.
But it's tough to tell what he can see, how much of that he can see to be able to get at that one.
He can do it. He can hit the rail and hit about a third of the one and come all the way down, maybe behind the 3.
He's looked over on the left-hand side just to see what would be on offer to Mika if he did push down to the bottom left corner.
If he pushes, it's a silly shot.
Well, he's pushing.
Well, I think it's a silly shot.
I
No
think
need to
Mika
push.
will take this. Well, maybe not. He's a little closer to the cushion than I thought he was going to leave him.
It's going to come out, too. It isn't like he can shoot it straight on and be behind balls. Nope.
Push out, Mr. Immonen has the option.
So Mika's thinking about side cushion, side cushion. One on the right-hand side cushion and the cue ball over to the left near the middle diamond behind that pink 4.
He didn't get him. I thought he would have. I would have had to pass this back, but
He's left the bank for Alcano.
He did. I would have had to pass that back. Yeah, he's got a good bank here. I think he'll go 1 rail to the 2. Actually 2. Swish. Nope. No swish there. They left the 1-7 combination, so whatever strategy they had, Mika's getting the best of it.
This doesn't look like the same Ronnie Alcano that played in the winner's bracket final.
Well, he was getting up more to shoot, and that one made them both.
Mika doesn't mind that. He's nicely on the 2, 3, 4, everything in the open. The mistakes have come from Alcano, and Mika has been equal to the task.
Yeah.
Been very punishing every opportunity. And he knows he's got his opponent on the ropes.
Yeah, he's looking real good right now. Pretty good stroke. He would have liked to got a little fuller, but I think he might draw 1 rail.
Mika's won the world title. He's won the European title. He's won the Philippine Open. But the resume is never complete until you've got a U.S. Open title on it. And look at this effort.
He couldn't have put that better with his fingers.
How about that? Play a shot like that, can't even explain to the people at home watching how difficult that shot was. He started out winning the first 6, lost 2, and now he's won the next 4, and it is a 10-2 advantage. Immonen over Alcano.
Games, the scores, Mr. Immonen 10, Mr. Alcano 2. This is a race to 13.
Well, Danny, what does Ronnie Alcano have to do apart from the obvious?
He has to get a shot and get up to the table. And of course, when he gets up, he's going to have to string some racks. You're not going to get this one at a time.
Do you think he's got to change his tactics with a break?
Well, we got to wait till he gets up first because the break has been fickle to him. Great player. He's not getting many chances.
The 13th rack. And Immonen surveying it before he wants to take it apart. 10-2 he leads. Got the wing ball that time. No clear path to the one.
Nope. No shot in the one. He had it for a little while till the 3 got in the game.
The 33rd U.S. Open Championship.
Well, he's going to have to push now, but he's going to have to come with a good plan. But it's a little easier decision to make when you're winning 10-2.
Mika looking at the possibility of a kick. He also has the option of a push. Can he get through to be able to see this?
He can see the edge, it looks like. Oh, no.
Oof, I'll tell you what, how would that have looked if he would have feathered the one into the open?
Yeah.
And he almost did.
And he almost knocked the 7 out of the way, too. Okay, he's got a bank. He's got a bank, but I don't know if it holds position, but you can go to the end rail and at least get a shot at the 2. I think you got to do it. You got to bank this ball, and you need to come with right-hand English to go forward. He did that.
He's behind the 9.
Yeah.
Mika's going to have the short cue, and he's going to be jumping at this. You know, 33 years, I was starting to say this event has been in existence and doesn't go without a lot of hard work. And we'd like to tip our hat to our event sponsors here, Aramith Billiard Balls, Diamond Billiard Products supplying this and all the other tables that were used at this Open. We'd like to thank the Bar Q and, of course, Accustats. Pat Fleming and his crew doing a superb job as always. And last but not least, we're coming to you from the Chalk Off Arena. Chalk Off for all your pool table needs. Table cleaner. And Immonen with the short cue. In an ideal world, he'll knock this in.
Well, if he happens to make it, position's going to be pretty tough. He banked it. Oh.
Everything working pretty well right now.
Yeah, he can hit the edge.
But still getting it safe. He'll take that in a New York minute.
Yeah, he's got an edge to hit. Very good hit.
Good reply, that one from Alcano.
He's going to play the game, no matter what the score is. He's going to do what you're supposed to do and hope things will switch around to his way.
Looking at the kick from that cushion. Mika can get between the 2 and the 8. Can he get in deep enough to hit a full contact on that one? Send it up table? Doesn't look like it.
No, the main thing here is to hit the ball, and he has an edge to hit. He kicked it, and he did it perfectly.
Powerful stuff here.
Yeah, Alcano's having trouble getting an open shot to run out. He really needs to do it. He made it. Made it. But what do you do now? All he has is a safe. You know, there's no bank on the 9. There's no nothing. He's got a pretty good safe. Fan the 2 and go maybe all the way behind the. Well, he ain't hitting it hard enough, and he left an edge. I was going to say use the 7 as your target, but he didn't quite hit it hard enough. So Mika, I think, could shoot it almost straight on and and kill it. Bank it at the 7.
Try and pull that cue ball over in behind the 4 and the 9.
Right. He's got a number of balls to get him with. He's actually looking to see if the 2 banks. I wouldn't worry about that, Mika. Remember your last match? You got a little bit careless. Draw the ball behind there. He's banking at it. That's a silly shot there. He had a pretty easy safe.
I mean, he had half a pocket at best.
No, he didn't have a shot. He just wants to get to 13 quick. But this is what happened to him in the other match. Things can turn around here. Yeah.
In the other match that Danny is referring to was his semifinal clash against Warren Kiamko. At one stage, he led 9-5. Kiamko came back. He got a bit careless. Kiamko won 4 in a row to get back to 9-9 before Immonen ran out the last 2 racks, an 11-9 winner, and set up this final against Alcano.
Yeah. You're playing with tremendous players. He can hit you with a lot. Pretty good left-handed shot.
Yeah, it's really about the break. If Alcano gets his tempo down on the break and finds the golden spot, he can put 4 or 5 racks together. He's probably done it more times than we can count.
Well, so far on this table, I think 4 is the high run.
Highest we've seen.
Yep.
Good shot from Ronnie there. He needed that. And this is going to pull one back. And that brings the score to 10-3. Still Mika Immonen in the enviable position of being 7 racks in front.
After 13 games, the score is Mr. Immonen 10, Mr. Alcano 3.
There's the score, 920 for Immonen, 795 Alcano. That's indicative of the 7-game lead.
Ronnie settles the white. He's going from the other side. Trails 10-3, rack number 14. A little bit more speed that time too. Still no friends at the table.
Nothing, and left a shot at the 1. And I think Mika could hit the
Please
2.
no flash photography in this one.
Yeah, if he cuts the 1 and he's hitting the 2, I think you got to go ahead and try it. Well, he's going to try to draw it past the 2, I think. Maybe hit the 8-2 rails or bank it even. How you like this shot? Oh, it was almost. But like you've been saying the whole tournament, Jimmy, the ball's hanging that deep in the pocket. It's tough to get position on the next ball, especially when it's 9 foot away. Can't even hit rail first.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, this is more than 9 feet.
Yeah.
Jaw to jaw.
Yeah, the diagonal makes it 9.5 feet. Got to hit this very thin. Very thin. Yeah, no thin. And that's what happened. The high took after it hit the rail. The retaining of the high made it go forward. He had to hit that very thin.
Got a safety here, though.
Yeah,
two right back up the middle of the table.
Yeah, he's going to go behind the 8.
He's there.
He got him.
Well, Mika, if he decides to go one rail, he's going to be able to put that 9-ball in flight.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like it's aiming anywhere. The 5 is in the way of the bank on the 9 in case you do hit it good. You got to hit it. You got to hit it. That's the whole thing. Try real hard to hit it. Anything's better than ball in hand. Okay, he's going to study this. He's getting near the goal line, and he wants to win this badly. Both of these players ran second last time they played the U.S. Open. So, I mean, one of them's going to win this time.
Well, Mika last time in 2001 against Corey Deuel, he didn't win a rack.
Oh,
and he's opened the 3 up, has he?
No.
Alcano just looked.
I don't think so.
Just had a quick look to see if that 3 passed.
Well, what are you going to do with the 2?
Alcano last year against Shane Van Boning, 13-10 he lost.
Okay, the 2 goes. He may have opened that 3. Apparently he did.
Mika doesn't want to get careless with this guy. He's got too many weapons.
Boy, what a clean, beautiful stroke. He hasn't lost any of that. Be careful, Mika. This guy hasn't quit. He's going to play each rack like they're the game rack. I don't know about this. Now I know less.
Well,
he's the combination.
He's just lined it up, just flicking the 6. I think he's lined it up a little easier than what it was previous, but certainly wasn't the intended path that Alcano wanted to take.
The cue ball's going the wrong path to get to the 6. He's going to shoot it hard enough to go one rail and back.
He can roll up behind the 7 too.
Yeah, that's probably a better idea. Because this shot, to do what he has to do to get position, going to have to shoot it harder. He's rolling behind the 7. That's what he did. Wise shot.
Tried to take that left-hand cushion away, and I think he's done it. A little tougher to negotiate the contact from this right-hand cushion as Mika looks.
Boy, kicking with the bridge, little tricky. But must hit it. He hit it. He fanned it. Is he going behind the 8? I think so.
Yes. Dear Mom, found a new system. Send more cash.
Yeah, that is a little fortunate, but like I tell people, you got to play good enough to have a chance to get lucky.
Nice when you get rolls like that, though.
Yeah, what's he going to do here?
He's going to jump.
Yeah.
But a very tough jump at that. There's room for the 6.
Yeah, but
go to the bottom corner, but very little room.
He can also draw it into the side pocket. It's that close. Ooh, he just missed the side pocket.
He
Good hit.
Just about did exactly what you said.
Yeah, he hit it good. That's tough to do. Okay, Mika, he loves these kind of shots, it seems. He doesn't miss these. Can he get position? Or should he bank it straight on and try to snooker him with the 9? He's shooting at this one, but he hits these very, very well. Favor overcutting it, right, Jim?
Absolutely. If you're going to miss it on the pro side, and then you drop it into the middle of the bottom cushion.
He's taking his time now. He needs 3 games to be U.S. Open champ. No, he did what I originally said, and he got it behind the 7. Maybe. Nope. Nope. I think he's going to be froze on this 7. Yeah, I don't think he's going to like his next kick. Well, he fooled me. I thought he was going to shoot on the 4th stroke.
He does have a different action, doesn't he? He pulls it back and almost decelerates.
Yeah, I thought he was letting it go. You got to roll it and try to freeze him on the 7. That's all. Softly. Oh, he don't want to shoot it.
He got me that time.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, it gives you a little headache. Like, well, you expected it to go and it did. Well, wouldn't you just roll this ball, bank the 6 away a little bit, and try to put him behind the 7? It looks natural. Maybe when you're losing by this much, it doesn't look natural. That's the shot. I don't know what he was hesitating about. Right? There isn't much to do there.
I think he was wondering whether he could hit it at speed and keep that cue ball behind there, maybe put the 6 up table, but a 1 cushion escape for Mika. And the contact here will determine whether he gets the 6 safe. But this will be at speed.
He's liable to bank this 6. Nope, he double kissed it. And he sold out. A definite sellout. Okay, Ron. If you're going to get in this match, you better start stringing games.
That was Ronnie Alcano's brother clapping.
Was it?
One person applauded that shot.
That's not good. Should have been at least 2.
Nice angle to drop onto the 9 to the bottom right corner here. And to get back to 10-4. 2 racks in a row to the 2006 world champ. Still 10-4 to Mika Immonen.
14 games, he trails the match 4 games to 10.
You were saying you don't get along with Rachel that well, Danny.
No, we had a few words last year. It's easy to say that she was wrong, but she was wrong. She's bigger than me.
I thought I was wrong once, but I was mistaken.
Yeah. She's bigger than me, so I couldn't hit her.
Rack number 15. Philippine superstar Ronnie Alcano won the 2006 9-ball and 8-ball the same year. 10-4 adrift in this one, and he decided to hit the break. And look at the result.
Yeah,
easily his best break of the final.
Yeah, he made 2 balls. He's going to have to twirl forward a little bit with right-hand English just to keep a line on the 2. He's going to have to spin it a lot. That's what he did. See, if that ball hits the rail perpendicular, you have a tough shot on the 2. But as long as you drive it forward, you're using a little of the table to get a fuller hit on the 2. Very good shot.
Four in the middle. You just bump this in off the side cushion, come out and play the 4 into the side.
A perfect angle to get to the 5.
Yeah, that was a perfect break from Ronnie there. A handful more like that, and we've got a match on our hands.
Of course, the thought here is to do them one at a time because you can't make 4 at once. So he's got to just play the balls each rack, win them one at a time. He's not out of it because he's shooting, you know, he's very confident.
And that's the third one to Alcano. He is now half of Mika Immonen's score. It's 10-5, still to the finish star.
And he's won 3 in a row.
1 blue diamond table, 6 very tight pockets, and 9 colorful Belgian balls. Sounds simple, right? Well, maybe for these guys, because they're the world's greatest players competing in the biggest tournaments, and you can see it all on Billiard Club television. Plus, you get shot-by-shot analysis by the sport's premier commentators. Don't get hustled by the cheap imitation. Watch the best on BCTV.
Rack number 16. 10-5, the lead to Mika Immonen.
Very good break. There goes the 2.
He's hitting him now. And look at this. All of a sudden, Alcano has found it.
Yeah, we're in for, I think, a little bit closer match than we originally thought after he was behind 10-2. He's won 3 in a row, and it looks like he has to fall on the 3 ball, and he can run out again. Oh, he's gonna straight in the corner.
Nice shot.
Great shot.
Very simple. He hasn't put anything in trouble. And Mika Immonen must be wondering, where did this player come from? This wasn't the same player that started this final out. This guy's looking a lot more familiar than the guy I played
yesterday
in the A-side final.
Or today. He played today, right? Yeah, he played at 1 o'clock today, and this is starting to look like the guy he played earlier. Two rails to the 6 and the side, I would say. That's it. Well, you got a little bit of the wrong angle now, but I think he can get fairly close to the 7. High with a little left, he might be able to. No, he went 3 rails. Yeah, he didn't want to gamble on that ball grabbing. He got perfect here. Look at this. Stop, and you got the perfect angle on the 8 to get to the 9. That's it. Well, he hasn't lost any confidence. He's just going to play them one at a time.
And 10-6. is now confirmed. Mika Immonen, his lead is evaporating. 4 in a row now to Alcano.
Release the match 10 games to 6. Race to 13.
Well, it looks like your boat wouldn't sink with her in it.
Well, that lead a little bit more precarious now. 10-2 looked a lot better than 10-6, and the pro ratings starting to get a little closer too. Still, Mika has to remain positive in his chair. That's 4 in a row to Alcano. And he breaks rack number 17.
Very good break, but I don't know if he's going to get anything. He left the safe, so I don't think he can make the 1 ball. And it's going to be awful tough to jump being on the cushion. Things have switched a little bit here, Jim.
Well, that's the nature of the beast. Mika just looking. The 4 is on the left-hand cushion, tied up by the 5, and doesn't pass. So that's certainly going to be a key situation to whoever wins this rack.
I like the fact that he's kicking. Whatever happened, I like the fact that he's kicking, because I would really like to see the push get out of the game. They got it out of the game to make it go faster throughout the game. Let's do it on the break also. Well, the 4 doesn't pass the 5 ball, but no problem. The 1, 2, 3. Would it be dangerous to shoot the 2 at the 9? 4 doesn't go. I mean, you know, he can get a shot at the 9 off the 2.
Could he possibly go into the 4 here and develop those?
Yeah, he could, but he could snooker himself too. Good shot. He's good at that.
We saw him developing balls from seemingly impossible situations the first time these two met. There was no reason to think that he wouldn't try and develop that situation here, and now,
yeah, he did it.
The one mistake from Immonen could well be enough.
Yeah. You can't get your last 3 games if you're sitting in the chair.
I know since I've been covering the U.S. Open, I think that goes back 6 years now, I don't ever recall a 10-2 lead getting overhauled. Certainly not in the final, but not in any of the later stages.
Well, it looks like he's going to knock 5 of those games off.
You know, in many ways, Danny, when Mika Immonen lost 11-0 in the final to Corey Deuel back in 2001, that was difficult. But if you were ahead 10-2 and you somehow manufacture a loss from that winning position,
yeah, this will hurt more.
A lot more.
Yeah, you're right.
And this is going to make it 10-7.
We're getting to have a match here. But
and the match has definitely found a life. 10-7. Immonen still in front, but that's 5 in a row to Alcano. Mika having a quick check of the rack. It's not even his break. I think he's a little too successful for Mika's liking. Okay, everybody settle down. Rack number 18, 10-7, the lead to Mika Immonen.
Nothing. Nothing. Uh-oh.
Finally, Alcano comes up a little dry on the break, and as he left Mika a chance at this one.
Yeah, and it's too thin to hold for the 2-9, so he's going to go to the 2 in the side, try to run them all off. 9 is sitting pretty good for a combination, but he's got to make the 1, and he's not going to fall as good as it is right now on the 2-9. So, yeah, he can go to the middle of the table. Oh, he didn't need to hit that ball. He didn't need to hit that ball. It got him. Get out the little cue.
You know something? Everything has turned in this match.
Sure has.
All of a sudden, the balls are starting to favor Alcano. In the early going, everything that Mika Immonen did was gold, and Alcano couldn't buy a break. He's played himself back into this match, and all of a sudden, the balls are rewarding him.
Well, he had no business hitting anything there off the 1. You know, just get to the middle, the 2's in the side. Is he going to massé this or hop it? He's masséing this one, I think. Yeah, he's going to curve this. If he does, he sure has a shot on the 3.
Good shot from Immonen.
Somewhere.
But again, he hasn't dropped perfect on the 3.
No, it's a missable shot, especially when your opponent is gaining on you. He decided to play it safe. He said, I don't want to shoot.
And a good one. A very good one. Marries that cue ball to the 5. He's taken the side cushions out of the equation. Alcano has a 2-cushion escape. Possibly even 3.
Isn't that pretty?
He's looking here.
Wow, if he follows that line, it'll be a real good shot.
Oh, he's one. Wow. Playing with a lot of bottom.
He should have followed your line. I'll tell you what, you might shoot the 9 right now. You know, instead of trying to fall on the 4 and the 5, I think you shoot the 9 right now.
He's looking at it.
That's what he's going to do.
Might not get a better chance.
Tough to miss this one.
He's got quite a big imaginary pocket.
Yeah.
Too. He can hit the cushion first and still make the 9, so a 3-9.
Big ball here.
He's got it. He's got it. He stops the run. Mika Immonen finally with a winning rack. 11-7, just 2 away from being crowned the U.S. Open champ.
The game starts with a clean table. Get it clean with Chalk Off. For more information, call us toll-free. Visit chalkoff.com or call your local retailer and ask for it by name. That's Chalk Off, the complete pool table cleaner.
Rack number 19, 11-7. The race to 13. Mika to break. He's in front.
No side shot with the 1.
Didn't get the wing ball either. You can see him it's just not dropping anymore.
I'll tell you what, I have to consider banking this 1 here. It's easy safe, but I think he can play safe and bank at the 1. We'll see. It depends how he feels inside. You know, he went on a little run there, made 5 in a row, and then he got a little bit unlucky. Oh, I don't know.
He's cutting it in, Danny.
He's going to try to cut it in. And he
cue
did,
ball.
and the cue ball is finding the hole. Uh-oh. Mika could see getting to the hill.
No ball spot except the 9.
Yeah, that was a touch of bad luck. And again, everything is turned back into Mika Immonen's favor. Ball in hand. In his mind right now, his eyes darting back and forth, just looking at the pattern. He's got a 4-9 combination down in the bottom, and that 8 still over the bottom left corner. So he could even elect.
He doesn't. There's so many places that the 2 goes. He doesn't know where to shoot it.
How about this? Play the 2, the 3 onto the 8, leave the 3 over the pocket, and then bump the 3 in and drop onto the 4-9 combination.
Good plan.
He doesn't see it.
No, he didn't get there real well. No, he doesn't want to play the combination. He wants to run out. I don't blame him. He can play the 5-8 combination because not much can go wrong, but I think you're supposed to run out here, Jimmy.
Whoops.
Yeah, you didn't want that to fall.
Whoops. Well, it looks like he can still cut it in, though. If that ball would have frozen to the cushion, that would have been a lot trickier.
Play for the opposite side pocket or the corner. This is going to be real good. I can see him getting on the hill, Jim.
I can't see much standing in his way now, Danny. He's just confirming that it's cue ball foul only, just in case his sweater touches that 9. A little adrenaline in his back arm there. He overdrew that by about a foot.
Yeah, he got funny here. Looks like if he goes 2 rails, he's going to run into the 9. I don't know if he can draw it past the 9. It's pretty thin.
He might be able to just play the 6 into this corner and a little bit of right-hand spin, keep the cue ball in that half of the table.
That's what he's doing. He made it.
Good shot. Good shot from Immonen.
Just roll forward. Softly roll forward and you're out.
And this will take him to the hill. 12-7. Mika Immonen wants one more wrap, and he's breaking for the match. Well, Danny, his time has arrived.
I think so. He needs 1. Alcano needs 6. Need kind of a miracle to have a chance now, Alcano. Well, this will give Mika the spot on the European team for the Mosconi Cup. I would have to bet.
No bet.
859, 898.
For the last time in the final, Mika Immonen breaks. 12-7. The lead, rack number 19. The race to 13. He keeps the cue ball on the table, but he soft hit that one, and he's not left Alcano a shot at the 1. Boy, he hit that one real soft.
Yeah, well, 3 balls went down in case that was the rule. I just feel like I mentioned it because it's almost a moral rule now. Well, what do you do here? He's going to go down kicking.
He's going to kick from the top cushion.
I like this. I really do, whatever happens. Well, he's going to leave a shot.
A chance, but the cue ball's going to run into the 7, so position to the 2 is far from guaranteed.
Well, I think that when he hits the 7, if he has some right-hand English on it, I think that the cue balls are going to continue on and go 1 rail to the 2. He needs some right-hand English and not hit the 7 real full. And it doesn't look like it's a full hit. Looks like if you put the cue ball where the 1 is and you cut the 7, you could go 1 rail with right-hand English. That's what he's going to try to do. Get it? He listened.
What a shot, Danny.
Yeah. Yeah, he listened
And
there.
if the 8 passes, and I think it does pass to the bottom left corner.
It does.
Mika now has to keep his emotions in check.
Well, You know the saying, first game and the last game is toughest, especially to win the U.S. Open title. Yeah, but he doesn't look like he got a little weaker. Pretty good stroke there. He can go one rail to the 4, the 5. He needs an angle on the 5 to get to the 6, and that'll be it. I know we're giving it to him too easily, but I know how he wants to win, and he's played hard all week long. He's just 7 balls away from being the U.S. Open champion 2008. Pretty good.
Again, he's just got to hold himself together because his emotions must be just running amok inside right now, on the cusp of one of the biggest wins of his career. This 35-year-old, born in London, England, grew up in Helsinki, Finland, now living in New York. He's got plenty of angle on this 5.
Too much.
This could have been a lot easier.
Too much angle. I don't know if he can kill this. You go forward and shoot the 6 up the far corner, or do you try to get it past the side and shoot the 6 in the closer corner?
Well, he's got more angle than he wanted. There's no
Way
doubt
more.
there. He might end up going across the table 3 times and coming back to play the 6 in the corner. Mika likes to hit him. And he's not hard enough.
No.
That's what he tried. He just didn't hit it hard enough.
Well, we're going to have to get by 1 safe now to win this U.S. Open title. He's got a pretty good hit.
Yeah, easy to smile though when you're 12-7 ahead and you don't hit the shot you want.
Yeah, he can bank this behind the 8 and 9 and go further away with the cue ball.
And now the safety. Doesn't look like he can get the cue ball out of the way to try and bank this.
No,
even
there's no
spinning
bank.
even spinning it, Danny. So this is a full throttle safety. He's got to get one of these safe. Got to think about 1 ball safe.
Bank it behind the 8 and 9 and spin the cue ball where his head is. Pretty easy shot. I mean, make sure the 6 gets to the end rail.
I think he wants to make sure he gets a consistent bounce in that area. Maybe he just saw something in the rubber.
Bank it to the end rail, and that's the main part. If you snooker him, it's a bonus.
Danny, I got to throw a quick kudos to this table again. I mean, I think this diamond table has just been superb. Like from start to finish, not only is it a good looking table, but I think it plays better than it looks.
Plays real well. That's all there is to that shot. Bank it behind the 8 and 9, and that's
How about
pretty
that?
good shot.
How about that for speed?
Very good shot. Well, Alcano, this could be your last kick of this year's U.S. Open. I know in his heart he hasn't given up, but it doesn't look too juicy right now.
No, I tend to agree, Danny. I think this is his last kick at the cat here. He's got to try and hit this, and he's got to get it safe. And it looks like he's going 2 cushions.
He's playing a safe. He was trying a safe. Good try.
Well, he might have bumped the 8 safe. He's left a bank for Mika, but he's bumped the 8 safe, and Mika
Looks
just
that way.
pointed to it.
It could be.
So this 8 now doesn't go.
We got a little more suspense here, folks.
A little bit more play.
Don't rush
And
for
this
the
rack just
champagne
yet.
yet.
That's right. Keep that champagne on ice.
Yep. That's what we're doing right after the tournament every year. Barry comes out with a zillion bottles of champagne.
He's going to bank the 6.
He could bank the 9, the 8 too. You know, there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, he went for it all. But look at this. Look at this. He's dropped right behind the 8. 12-7, he's in front. And he's got it all rolling for him. Developed the 8-9.
Well, maybe Ron has one more kick in this tournament.
Once again, Alcano has to come with a shot. And he's kicking.
Good hit. Where you going, cue ball?
Here's the chance.
Oops.
Here's the chance for Immonen. Alcano knows it.
Yeah,
He's
Alcano.
gone back to his chair, and he's just put his cue in the case. Possibly for the last time.
Yeah, I would say. He's going 3 rails to the 7. And I don't see anything going to stop him from winning this title. And he got perfect 1 rail angle to go to the 8. This is history, Jim. Mika is going to win the next time that he wound up in the finals of the U.S. Open. After losing 11-0, he's going to win.
He's a little short here.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But,
yeah,
but not
he's
bad.
He's real short. He's real short.
If he gets this, you might see a little emotion come early.
Yeah, it's over. It's over.
Now watch him. Look at it. The celebration will be starting. Listen for the applause. It is there. Mika Immonen, you're a former world champion, and you are now the U.S. Open champion. 2008 belongs to Immonen. A 13-7 win over Ronnie Alcano, the Iceman cometh. Mika Immonen on top of the world, and the party will start in Virginia. Congratulations, Mika Immonen, the 2008 U.S. Open 9-ball champion.
The U.S. Open 9-ball championship is a production of Billiard Club Network. For more, log on to billiardclub.net.